All right, people. So I just want to talk about the length of Raw matches. And I forgot to in my last. This is not this week's Raw, but the week before. I just forgot to put it in my Raw review. So I figured I'd just make a video about it, tell you how long these matches were, and then expound on the fact that Raw matches are so fucking short. It's ridiculous, and just WWE matches in general are way too fucking short. So. And I made a Periscope video about this, but I got a new phone, and some reason I wasn't able to upload it to YouTube, so I'm just going to make a new separate video here. So let's just go through these match times to start off. 4 minutes 10 seconds, 2 minutes 20, 3 minutes 15, 2 minutes 25, 2 minutes 10 seconds, 1 minute, 6 minutes 35 seconds, 5 minutes 15 seconds, and 16 minutes 30 seconds. And that equates to 43 minutes and 40 seconds of wrestling, which is a whopping 4.9 minutes per match. I mean, guys, that's terrible. A big reason why this company is so far in the shit is because you don't give the wrestlers enough time to wrestle. So, there were 6 matches, 6 out of the 9 matches that were 0 to 5 minutes long. I mean, and 4 out of those 6 matches were less than 2.5 minutes long. So that's great. Fucking almost half your matches are under 2.5 minutes. So I don't care if you got Roman Reigns versus Rusev or if it's Daniel Bryan versus CM Punk. If you give guys 2.5 minutes to wrestle, it doesn't matter how good they are. It doesn't matter how shitty they are. You're never going to have a great match. You're never going to have a good match. I mean, how many fucking classic matches do you see that are 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes long? Zero. None. It's a big goose egg. So it's just depressing how they give these matches so little time. And if you're going to give a match 3 minutes to begin with, you shouldn't even be having it in the first place. You shouldn't be having 4 matches under 2.5 minutes on Raw. I mean, what a waste of time. What a waste of energy. See, you could have just cut those matches out, or at least cut 3 out of the 4 of them out, and given that time to the other matches that were more important, and then give them, like the Cruiserweight division. What the fuck are they doing there? They're giving the matches of the Cruiserweight division like 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, that's bullshit. Give them 10. Give them 15. So, it's just... And this is such an obvious thing. Such an easy thing to change, too. You know, but they won't. They won't fucking change it. So, you got... And you know why they won't change it? Is because nobody fucking talks about it, too. Because this is my theory, too. I talked about it on the Periscope video. I said that, like if you're in school and, you're like, oh, this is going slow, I want to get out of here. And you look at your phone and you're like, oh, geez, only 10 minutes have gone by and I still have an hour left of class or whatever the fuck. Same thing with wrestling. You're thinking, oh, God, this match has been going on forever now. But in reality, it's only been going on for 3 or 4 minutes. Because when you're watching something shitty or doing something boring, time goes by slower. So that might be why not many people realize how short these matches actually are. So, and even if people did talk about it, even if people on Bleacher Report and other places were like, oh, God, wrestling matches are shorter. They are, they should be much longer. It's not like Vince would do anything about it. Because look at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, that talentless motherfucker who's only here because of The Rock. In some ways, you want to say fuck The Rock. Even though The Rock was great in his time and a lot of people love him, he's a legend. Fuck The Rock. Because if The Rock wasn't in this company, we would never have gotten Roman Reigns. Because the only reason Roman Reigns ever even stepped foot in this company without wrestling in any other independent organizations, is because of The Rock. Because he's related to that fucking family, The Rock. Same thing with that fucking talentless Nia Jax. Just because they're related to The Rock, they get everything handed to them. Just like Randy Orton. So yeah, you had 2 minutes that were 5 to 10 minutes, none that were 10 to 15, and one that was 15 to 20. And if you look at it, the average match time of 4.9 minutes, the only reason it's somewhat high, somewhat not totally terrible, like not 3 or 4 minutes, is because the last main event was 16 minutes and 30 seconds, which really skewed the average time. So, and like I was saying, even if fans did talk about it, it's not like Vince would change anything, because Roman Reigns gets booed every fucking day. You know, think how much effort Vince is putting into to trying to get that guy who fucking sucks, who doesn't have any talent whatsoever. Think how much effort and time he's putting into trying to get this guy not even over, but just trying to get like 20% of the crowd to cheer, 25% of the crowd to cheer for this guy. If he took 1/10 of that energy that he's taking into getting that fucking retard over, and put that energy into improving the show, you know, working on, you know, giving the wrestlers legitimate time to put on a good match, then this product would be great. But the writers in Vince and his cronies are more worried about getting a talentless motherfucker who nobody likes over. He's never going to get over because he sucks. He sucks in the ring, sucks on the mic, he sucks at every fucking... He's not good at anything except sucking. So there you go. You know, this company just pisses me the fuck off. And Vince really has to get his shit together, or else the ratings will keep on dropping, keep going down the shitter, and nobody's going to be happy with matches that are 2.5 minutes long, because they're not going to be good matches. I've never seen a good match really that's been 2.5 minutes long. I've never seen that. But yet they think it's good to have why? Who the fuck likes that? Who the fuck likes almost half the matches being 2.5 minutes or shorter? I don't. I hate it. I think it's dumb. It's a waste of my time. And like I said, while Vince is worried about getting Roman Reigns over, he should be worried about this. This is much more important than that. But, you know, and if you give wrestlers like 10 or 15 minutes to wrestle, then they could fucking, you know, start off with some technical wrestling, you know, and then they could go into, you know, some more intricate moves, high spots, and then you end the match with a, you know, a cool spot, a finish, or whatever the fuck. But if you only have a match that's 2.5 minutes, you can't do all that shit. There's no drama built, there's no suspense built, there's no anything built. It's just a boring ass 2.5 minute match that's horrible. So I'm not happy about this, and you shouldn't be happy either. And I mean, look at Roman Reigns. You know, he's still weaseling his way into U.S. title matches and main events. I mean, this fucking weasel is somehow managing to get into main events, even though he's been continuously... Think how embarrassing that is. Think how much energy and how much time they put into getting this guy over. They even tried to pair him up with Rusev, who fucking sucks, who's terrible, who nobody likes, to try to get him cheers. And even Rusev's getting more cheers than him now. I mean, how embarrassing is that? How embarrassed would you feel if you're Vince McMahon right now? That one of your top baby faces can't even get fucking cheers over Rusev. That is so sad. And that just tells you how shitty and how much in the shit this company is at right now. And that should tell Vince something. That nobody likes him. That you should take him out of this company, and you should fucking fire his ass and never hire him again. Alright, I'm going to stop yelling before I lose my voice here, but it just pisses me off. What happens in this the shenanigans that Vince McMahon pulls. You know, I've been watching this company for years now, 4 or 5 years. And I've seen just so much dumbass shit that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, you would think he's trying to make his company shittier. I mean, you would think he's trying to implode this company. I mean, this type of incompetence almost takes some skill, because I didn't know you could be this bad at running a company. Because he truly is, and the ratings are reflective of that. So there you go, people. That's all I got to say about that. Not happy about these fucking match times. And not happy about the company direction in general, because it's going down the shit. And like I said, it doesn't matter if Kevin Owens is champion or Roman Reigns is champion, or if you have good guys in the matches or you have bad wrestlers in the matches. If you have a horrible creative team, and you have a creative team, and you have an owner of the company that only gives wrestlers 3, 4, 5 minutes to wrestle a match, you're not going to have good wrestling. That's the facts, people. So there you go.